police commissioner. Have you come to arrest me?
Only if you're not nice to me.
What do you have in mind?
Talk, talk, and more talk.
Here, let me take your coat. Oh, firearms? You are carrying those, I presume.
I left it in the freezer.
Ah, okay. Come in.
Jeff, have you seen my note?
No, but look who's here.
Jackie, could I talk to you for a minute?
I'm working.
Please, I have something important to tell you.
There is nothing that you have to say that could possibly interest me or concern me in the slightest.
It wasn't a chill. That was more like an iceberg.
Maybe it's better this way.
Come on, what's with you two? Can't you just patch things up?
Not a chance.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Not this time. Holly and I got married.
Holly and you what?
You heard me.
I know what I think. I heard you said you and Holly got married.
That's exactly what I said.
You didn't. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, short, sweet, and legal, including 2 witnesses.
But where, who, how?
The mayor performed the ceremony.
You mean to tell me that you're standing there telling me that you and Holly are man and wife?
For the 3rd time, yes.
Why, Robert? How could you do that?
Because I had to.
You had to. Look, it's supposed to be your best friend.
Believe me, if he hadn't have been my best friend, I wouldn't be doing this.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. He's gone, and what do you go? Take off his girlfriend and just take her over?
Look.
I cannot believe you did that. You actually married her?
Look, it was the only way I could keep her in the country.
Well, don't you think that's just a little bit too drastic?
The immigration department were about to spirit her off back to England on the first available flight. By marrying me, they cannot now make her leave.
That's why you did it?
I've been trying to tell you that. Look, I know it's not easy to accept. I mean, Luke was my best friend. I mean, we were very close. At least I figure I can do is look after the girl that he loved. Jackie, look, I'd like to talk to you.
I'm working, okay?
Look, this is real important. Could you excuse us, please?
Sure.
I've already told you there is nothing that you have to say that I am interested in hearing.
Look, I want you to hear this from me rather than someone out in the street. Holly and I are married.
You what?
Well, I had to do it, otherwise they were going to deport her.
You lousy two-timing rat.
Wait a minute. I made you no promises, Jackie.
Oh, you have always had the hots for Holly, haven't you?
Now,
you couldn't wait till Luke was cold in his grave.
Will you shut up unless you can understand why I did this?
No, I won't. I'll never understand.
Look, I don't love Holly. Holly doesn't love me. This whole marriage is simply a formality.
Congratulations, Robert. On 2 things. 1, on your marriage, such as it is. And 2, for making me realize how lucky I am to have you out of my heart and out of my life.
Jackie, come on, look, please.
Edward, you are not going to believe what a certain husband of a certain woman tried to do to us.
Well, I'm not sure I want to know.
Well, he put on quite a show, but we stopped him.
Oh, in his tracks. Wait till you hear this.
Well, I have something to tell you, too.
I'll tell you something, you will not believe it. He tried to convince us that he was on our side against Susan.
He knows what she's trying to do?
No, he has some information, and he tried his damnedest to get the rest of it out of us.
Well, you didn't give anything away, did
Oh,
you?
of course not. His little fishing expedition was a bust.
Well, good, because he's totally untrustworthy, and the fewer people who know about this, the better.
Wait a minute. I just had a thought. What if Scotty is not telling us? I mean, he knows more than he's letting on to us.
But now, don't worry. I may have the problem solved.
Excuse me, the maid said to come right in.
Yes, by all means. I was just telling Alan and Monica that the Susan Baldwin problem may be solved. Is it?
Excuse me, Edward. Pardon me, but I thought that you had asked this gentleman to get off the job.
Huh? Oh, well, that was just a big act for Susan's benefit. Wharton knew better than to take it seriously.
No problem, Dr. Quartermaine. I covered my tracks. And as your father said, the problem is solved. Here are the papers.
A marriage certificate, unsigned divorce papers. Good work, Wharton. Well, this should do it.
Let me see, please.
I don't believe this.
Congratulations, my good man.
How did you get these?
An incursion was made and a retreat with the incriminating evidence.
Oh, fix the man a drink. This calls for a celebration. Quartermaine residence.
A valiant effort, Edward. Too bad your plumber botched the job. Who's behind this one? A thug, an ex-con, or that idiot lawyer of yours, Wharton?
Who is this?
You know damn well who it is.
I think you have the wrong number.
You've had my number wrong all along, Mr. Quartermaine. But I've got your number. Take another look at those papers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. You're probably looking at them right now. We'll look very closely, Mr. Quartermaine. They're not worth the paper they're printed on. They're copies.
What?
The originals are safe and sound. And an army of house wreckers couldn't find them.
Who is that?
What is the matter, Edward?
If your son and your wife are nearby, I'll hold on while you break the news to them. In fact, tell them this. If you thought you were going to pay through the nose before, think again. After this little job, you're going to pay more than you ever dreamed. In every way.
Give me those things.
What is this?
They're copies, not even notarized.
What?
And you said you covered your tracks, huh?
Mr. Quartermaine,
Get out of here. But you have more work to do.
Plan C?
Tolliver, he's our one ticket out of here. You find him or forget your fee.
Yes, sir.
I never expected this. You know, I was so angry at him paying so much attention to Holly, but I never thought that he would really...
Come on, just let it out, Jackie. Let it out.
You know, this whole time I really thought we'd make up.
It's only a marriage of convenience. I mean, that's all it is. If that's why would you...
I am not going to talk to him, no way.
Hello, Tiffany Hill.
I want to speak with Jackie Templeton.
I'm sorry, but she can't come to the phone right now. May I take a message, please?
Tell her Susan Moore Baldwin wants to talk to her.
I tell you what, is there a number that she could reach you?
Tell her to come to the phone right now. If she doesn't, she's going to miss the scoop of the century.
Just a moment. It's Susan Baldwin. She says that she's got the scoop of the century. Do you want me to get rid of her?
No, I'll take it.
Okay, here.
Hi, this is Jackie. I thought you'd come. I've got a sensational story for you. I want to see you.
I can't make it.
There's another paper in town, you know.
Well, fine. If you change your mind and you want me to run it, call me.
What time?
In the morning, we'll set a time.
Fine. First thing in the morning.
I hope you don't mind the intrusion, Mrs. Baldwin.
Not at all. What have you got for me?
Confirmation of your suspicion. The experts have agreed that your signature was a forgery.
I told you so.
Yes, well, we're prepared to turn the material over to the police immediately.
I prefer to read it over myself.
Yes, but you'll see in the report that the experts are quite sure of the matter.
Oh, I'm not questioning that at all. It's just that I need a little time now to decide how best to proceed.
My advice would be to move right along with it, Mrs. Baldwin.
My advice to you is to do nothing at all until I say so.
Very well, considering the circumstances, but I'd move along with it.
Oh, I will. Don't worry about that.
Well, you know where to reach me.
Yes, I don't think I'll trust the telephones anymore, though.
As you wish. I'll be at the office.
Thank you.
Good day.
This time I've got you, Scott Baldwin.
We got a real disaster on our hands this time, Scotty.
Heather, look, will you just shut up, okay? I'm trying to think.
Hey, don't talk to me that way, Scotty. I'm only trying to help you. It's not my fault the Quartermaines wouldn't go along with your little plan.
And okay, I'm sorry, but the Quartermaines were my last shot.
Susan doesn't have to know they didn't cooperate, Scotty.
What?
Come on. I don't have to draw pictures for you, do I? Bluff her. You've done it before.
And wait a minute, that might work.
What have you got to lose, Scotty? Make her think that you know about her little plan to destroy the Quartermaines. You know about her scheme. And just tell her that you won't blow the whistle on her if she doesn't blow it on you.
That's worth a try.
Why not? Make it work for you, Scotty. Turn on the charm, and you get what you want.
If it does work, I owe you one.
Another one. So what else is new?
Hey, you know what's the worst thing about this mess?
Yeah, I won't get to see the performance.
No, I really want what's best for everybody. Nobody wants to believe that, though.
Hi there.
Excuse me for not moving. I'm exhausted.
How'd it go?
Well, not bad, considering. How about you?
Much the same.
Actually, Bobby and Ruby took it quite well after they got over the shock.
So did Rose and Tiff.
Jackie?
I took care of that.
Tired?
About the same as you.
If it's this tiring telling it, can you imagine how exhausting it's going to be living it?
One day at a time, I think they say.
Maybe we've made a dreadful mistake.
Nope. We did the right thing.
You're that certain?
Yeah. But that doesn't make it any easier. I never thought it would. Did you?
I never thought, period.
Of course you did. You thought about Luke, the baby, and yourself. Same things that I did.
And you don't regret it?
No, and neither should you. Mind you, things will get a whole lot better when we move out of this place.
Yeah, this place has too much old baggage.
You know, I think we're going to enjoy some of the perks that go with being police commissioner. I hear the new place is quite fantastic.
Oh, anything will be fine.
Well, come on, you're not going to object to a little bit of luxury, are you?
Not at all.
Better than being alone in England on the dole.
Right.
What is it?
This marriage. It's not going to hurt your career.
Why should it? Probably be good for my image, being a married man.
I doubt that I'll ever be accepted.
The mayor had no problem.
Yeah, he was very kind, but no matter how kind people are, something just keeps telling me that deep down in their minds, they still blame me for everything that's happened.
Some will, some won't. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that yours and Luke's child now has a safe, comfortable place to call home.
I told you not to get involved with a shyster like Wharton.
Look, maybe this is not as bad as we think it is.
No, maybe it's worse.
Well, look, Scotty has tried to bluff us. Maybe Susan's doing the same thing.
Yeah, she's pretty convincing up to now.
Well, she hasn't shown us any original papers, has she?
That's right. She only has the copies.
From Tolliver, obviously.
Yes. Maybe we're looking for the wrong person.
That's right. Maybe we should be concentrating on Tolliver.
Exactly.
We don't even know where to find him.
Well, what about Wharton, whatever his name is?
Well, for all we know, Susan could have bought those papers from Tolliver for a bottle of cheap booze, then had him bumped off.
Well, that I wouldn't put past her.
Look, the important thing is that Susan does not have the originals, which means it's our word against hers, and that's not so bad.
And she would never hold up in court.
Yeah, she could still cause us plenty of damage.
So what? We've been in scandals before. We'll live through it.
Yeah, so what? It's just another routine scandal. Until Cousin Herbert found out about it, then you'd be lucky to see 1 cent of your inheritance.
Well, maybe we can find a way to stop Cousin Herbert from finding out.
With Grant Putnam living here, would you please tell me how?
You have a point.
So that puts us right back
To square one.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. No matter what Susan's demands are, we have to try to meet them. Either that or work our way around them. But one way or the other, we've got to get her mouth shut.
Well, hello. Don't tell me you came home to have lunch with the wife.
Who's here?
Who are you expecting?
Where's the baby?
Upstairs, and Mrs. Bowman is out on an errand, and I'm expecting my Latin lover in a few minutes, so why don't you just go make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and then get on back to the office, huh?
Susan, I want to talk to you.
What's the matter? Things slow at Baldwin headquarters? Nobody knocking on your door with mall contracts?
Oh, there's plenty of people knocking on my door. Like the Quartermaines. You want to tell me what's going on with the Quartermaines? What you're trying to pull?
They came knocking at your door, remember?
Susan, I'm giving you a chance to level with me.
You don't know the meaning of the word.
Look, I know all about your little shenanigans here.
Yeah? Why don't you tell me about it then? I'd love a good story right now.
Because I want to hear your version first.
Sorry. You'll have to wait for the movie to come out.
Listen, Susan, let me tell you something, okay? You can get yourself in big trouble like this.
What is that, some kind of threat?
Take it any way you want. I just want you to know that before you start throwing accusations my way, and I can throw them right back to you.
You know.
That's right. I know everything.
And I've been so careful. Who told you?
I have my sources.
Who?
I'm not going to reveal my sources to you, Susan.
Well, then spell it out.
Spell it out, huh? Okay, how about Lila, Alan, Monica?
Those dreadful people.
That's right. You can't just go mess around with the law like that and expect people to just go along with it, Susan.
Is that right? You know, I wouldn't call forgery just a little offense, would you?
You haven't got any proof.
But I do. Mr. Carlson delivered it himself. The experts at the bank have proven that my signature was a forgery.
So what?
So we both know who forged that signature, don't we? Or would you like me to spell it out? You're the one who brought the paper to the bank. It was your power of attorney. Guess who the prime suspect is? Tell me, Counselor, how much time could a person get for, oh, just a small offense, such as forgery?
10 years, Susan.
10 years. Just imagine, 10 years, all alone in a jail cell. You're lucky I've got other things on my mind right now, or you'd be behind those bars tonight, Scott.
You're not going to get away with this, Susan, okay?
Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to get away with everything.